love, light, and blessings. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Welcome to this video, Shamanic Arawak Priestess. And I want to say happy, happy, happy October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd. In my cultural practices, we celebrate our Native American and our African roots. This is the time we venerate the ancestors. In Haiti, the Fet Ghede. So I wanted to share with you guys some rituals we can do during these very powerful times, October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd. We're going to have a full moon on October 31st. So I wanted to share with you guys some rituals that we can do, because this is the best time to clear up any type of past life or ancestral gunk. So blockages that maybe we ourselves have put, generational traumas, anything of that nature. These are good times to do this. So in my cultural practices, one of the main spirits I love to celebrate during this time is the beautiful La Madama spirits and her beautiful 7 tribes, the mother of the diaspora, the one that helped us through the diaspora. I have several videos on her. I love La Madama spirit. She's so beautiful, and I highly venerate her, my ancestral spirit. And also I love to honor the Ghedes as well as my native ancestors. Okay, I love, 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 love to give them that honor and that homage. So these are the different colors that I like to use during this time of the year. You can use any of these 5 suggestions for the working that I'm going to talk about. So white is universal. You can use it for any type of working, okay? And you can literally write your name here, full name, date of birth. You can write the conditions that you want to heal. I feel like you can do 1 to 3, no more than that. And either let this burn down completely for several days, or light it for a set amount of hours every single day until this burns down, because sometimes we cannot supervise candles. So fire safety first. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to either, if you have a mesa blanca, so a white altar, you will put this on your white altar and you would ask the ancestors to help you. So maybe you have problems with misspending money and you want to work with the ancestors to heal whatever financial traumas you may have had in past lives, or ancestral, other family members have had in past lives, and deal with that. Maybe you have sexual traumas or relationship problems, personal relationships. Maybe you feel like, I can't find love, or I have like, I don't know how to be in the relationship. You can put things that, the 3 main things you feel are blockages to you, and meditate on that, and then ask the ancestors to create opportunities in order for you to deal with set issues. So I just find white is so universal. You could put some rue in there. You could put some hyssop in there. You could put some basil or even some bay leaves on this type of situation. Rosemary is also good for cleansing and clearing. You can make an oil, an ancestral oil, whatever recipe you may want. Maybe anoint it a little bit, and burn this down. And a good exercise, even writing things down, and then whatever you're trying to get rid of, you can burn it with the candle fire and put it in a fire, in a fire safety bowl, and just imagine all those traumas burning away. Imagine yourself living a better life. Once I deal with these issues, what would you look like? So if it's money, how can I, imagining yourself living a life of abundance, or if it's relationship problems, imagine yourself being in a healthy relationship, self-loving yourself. Black, I don't use as much as a lot of other people I've seen use. Um, I don't use this at all on an ancestral altar. That's not part of my cultural practices, but I do use this on a lot of this when I'm working with the Ghedes, when I'm doing voodoo. Um, and this, to clear away. So instead of a white candle, you can use this, not in a mesa blanca, but in a regular altar, you can use this. If you do work with the Ghedes or any type of cemetery spirits, you can do what I just said, like put your petitions down. What are the issues you want to work on? If you're feeling like someone is throwing negativity your way, you can use a black or a red candle, and you could do that. Like, what are the blockages that you have? Imagine the blockages being removed. Imagine that negative energy being sent back to the person who sent it to you. Just make sure that you know you're sending it to the right person. Okay, so divination is important with that. This is nice to light to any earth spirits. So if it's a good time not only to work on getting rid of traumas or ancestral gunk, like I call it, or sending back negativity. Another working that you can do during this time is groundwork, grounding ourselves, connecting to Mother Earth, having a better connection with the ancestors. I find like brown is so good with that, being that our ancestors are more earth spirits. And things like that. This is a good time to work on financial goals for next year. Good times to make resolutions with the ancestors. What is it that you want to accomplish next year? Very nice color for this, and asking them to create opportunities, because magic is more than just lighting a candle and then everything's going to be okay. It's also working with the energies to create the future that you want to create. So very good time for making plans for next year. If you feel like your life is out of control, there's some addictive issues, of course, go get the medical, psychological, and therapeutic help that you need, rehab, whatever it is. That's always first, right? Do the mundane things. But also, you can ask the spirits to help you find the right program. Like, spirits, what would be a good way for me to treat this addiction issue? Is it, going into hospital treatment? Like partial hospitalization, full hospitalization? Is it just a therapy thing? Like, what is the thing that's making me do this behavior that I don't like? So you can ask them for white clarity, and then you could ask them to help you dominate the issues. So purple, good for dominating obstacles that are standing in our way from happiness. If you have a money misspending problem, tackling and dealing with the issues in the real life, whether that's therapy, talking things out, doing that. Always do the mundane things first. But you can also enhance that with candle work. So every time you go into your sessions, you're asking the spirits to help you communicate to that person effectively what it is that you're really struggling with. So you can actually have that breakthrough, haha, light bulb moment type of situation. This can help you with dominating fears. That's a good one too. That type of energy, like working on dominating fear, dominating maybe time management is a thing. I've had that issue in the past, so I like lighting up occasional purple candle, especially during this ancestral time, because again, it's like our New Year's for us. In my cultural practices, it's like our New Year's. Like, we do a lot of goal intention settings for the upcoming year. So it'll be good, like next year, I struggled this year with time management or fears and things. I want to dominate the feelings of fear. I want to dominate, my time. I want to make my time effective. So a nice purple candle to get you set on your goals for next year. And always love these 7-color candles. You could literally light this just to even, this is a great time, okay? And you can also use a white candle for this too. For any type of earthbound family members you have that are kind of stuck, maybe they died traumatically or something like that, or they took their own life. You can light them a white candle on the ground, not in a white altar. You can also like, maybe if you're Catholic, or I'm not generally Catholic, but I do like lighting candles in the Catholic Church. You can do that as well. You could light them a nice 7-color candle just to heal any ancestors' past lives that, there's so many, especially us from the diaspora, that don't know all our ancestors. This is a nice one just to burn as a tribute to the 7 African tribes. um, for all those known and unknown, just to hold a place for them. This is a great time to hold a place for them. Of course, you can use these colors to light candles to your Ghedes or your Madama, those are the spirits you work with, or any type of ancestral spirits. They don't have to necessarily be from the diaspora. You can use these colors to whatever god and goddess you work with, or whatever lineage you have. You can use these different ideas for different types of workings, because for a lot of us, it's our new year where we're trying to set intentions. For those of us that practice conjure or any type of folk magic, this is a good time. Psalms 23 is a good one to read while you're doing these types of workings. Okay. And for those of us that are not going to be around, when I travel, like I did last weekend, I take my spirits with me. I'll take my book of spirits. Okay, so this Legba in St. Lazarus. And I'll just have them. So when I'm praying like that. You know, I have my son Martin over here. I have him in the prayer card form as well. I take my spirits with me. There's a bunch of other ones, but I take my spirits with me wherever I go. So you can do that, and you can take some birthday candles and do a little quick little ritual using any of these colors, and that's good too. So it's always about the intention. But I just wanted to share that with you, because one of my clients are like, what kind of work can you do during this time? You could literally do a clearing and cleansing of yourself, of your home. This is the greatest times to create floor washes. And you know, if you're trying to bring something in, you mop inwards. So from the outside in, you're trying to bring something out from the room that's furthest from the exit of your home to the exit way. So from like the back bedroom all the way to the front door of your house. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get rid of, right? You can do floor sweeps. Okay, you can do floor sweeps. Floor sweeps literally are created with herbs, and you can sweep things away. You can start making some black salt, maybe putting it under the welcome mat of your home. So if anybody has bad intentions, this is the best time to create any type of hot foot powders. You know, refreshing refreshing our altars, anything like that. I love to make a party for my spirits. So I do a fete, and we feed them. People come from all over the place. I'm going to be traveling on Halloween, and all these things. So yeah, that's pretty much like we do a big old party. We feed them real food. I know some people do a mock. I don't do that. Like, to my spirits, that's offensive, but it doesn't mean, you know, every culture is different. So some people that's not offensive, and that's fine. For my spirits, they actually like to eat real food, and things like that. So we do like a big feast for them, and we partake in the feast. You can do something like that too. You guys can make a meal for a family member. This is the times we give them full offerings in a lot of the cultures of the diaspora. So anyways, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, guys, bye.